are Sarah Lambert and Katie Lambert, and we're the owners of Lambert Home. And we are starting a series to take you along on our surprise adventures. But before we get there, you need to know more about us. So should I introduce you and you introduce me?
Oh, wow. This was sprung on me. Okay. Okay, so this is my sister, Sarah. She's amazing. She has 4 adopted babies. Most precious, amazing. I'm so obsessed, so impressed with you. She's an interior designer. So very creative, very thoughtful. I always joke that one of your spiritual gifts is like she'll meet a person and she'll immediately know like their aesthetic and what would be best in their home and things like that. So it's super amazing. But as far as her actual spiritual gifts, definitely faith. She is filled with faith. She's an incredible leader. She's very direct. She's very honest. She's filled with integrity. I'm your biggest fan.
Biggest fan. That's what happens when you're sisters and business partners, you know?
Yes, yes. Tell us like 3 things that you like or love. I mean, I was like football was what I was thinking.
I love football. I love not having to cook, but getting to cook. Very different vibes. And I love reading.
I knew you were going to say, I literally was like, if she doesn't say she loves reading right now, like she missed her opportunity.
That was it.
Okay, so do me.
Okay. Okay, so this is Katie. She is the baby of our sibling group. And everything that means to you, that means to me. So she
you get it.
Married her, 5th grade and on best friend?
Yes.
After
not high school sweethearts, because I'm super triggered by that. Yeah.
After for years saying she wouldn't marry him.
Yes.
He was the one.
I did marry him.
Yeah, and they have a beautiful daughter.
Yes.
Should I say her name?
Yes.
Okay. Beautiful daughter,
I love
Ruth.
her name.
And she is a precious blessing in my life. Katie is so smart and so driven and so good at apologizing to people, which is not my strong suit.
Yes, and that's why we're good partners.
That's why we're partners.
I do that.
She is learning how to dream and scheme and grow, and it has been quite a ride and quite a process, but you're totally getting there.
Yes.
What else? You say your 3 things you love. Yeah.
Okay, 3 things that I love. I love gardening. Like the research I've done on compost and seed formulas, like you don't even know. I love gardening.
The text threads I've been on.
Oh, just like I need more coffee grounds because my compost is not acidic enough. Like you can't even, So I love gardening. I love cooking. I love it. I love it. Like how you're like,
all the time.
Yes, I cook every single day, at least 1 meal a day, every single day. I love to cook. 3rd thing, I also love to read, actually quite a bit, but I think we read very different things.
Before we get too carried away and get headed to Spoiler City, we're going to fill you in on what we've been doing with Lambert Home and really like where we started. Yes. So right now, we have an interior design studio, a construction company, and a retail store here in Southlake, Texas.
Even within that introduction, I'm like, there's so many spoilers of like 6 other things that I want to say, but like, okay, fine.
We'll save it.
Just stay as that, yeah.
Okay, so how we started was I majored in interior design. I know, I think I knew since age...
At Texas Tech University, excuse me.
That's right. And I think I've known truly since I was 8 that I wanted to be an interior designer, that I wanted to do construction. Yeah. I was like pursuing that path already. Katie is 4 years younger than me. So 4 years later, I get a call mid-April. Graduation is early May. Yeah. Mid-April, and she says, I think I should change my major. I don't want to manage a Chili's forever. What have I done with my life? I've blown it, and I'm only 22. And I said, okay, before we just get a new major, you're majoring in like management.
It was like business,
Business. And I'm majoring in interior design, so let's combine forces, and you will know like the money part and the planning part, and I will know the design part of an interior design firm and retail store.
Absolutely.
And you were like,
great.
Let's do it. Problem solved.
Well, I think it's been fun, like our majors, and I think this speaks to most people. I think our majors actually speak to who God created us to be, which is really cool because now we run this business in great alignment as who God made us to be. Like I hate to say this, I really do, but I'm going to say it. I really don't have a lot of interest in the selections and stuff, but I have a lot of interest in my spreadsheets and managing the money and the schedule and things like that.
And the same is true reverse. Like, don't show me a spreadsheet.
Obviously. implied, obviously.
No.
So through the years, we're 8.5 years in right now. I can still remember our first construction project. I think it was $50,000 for a huge kitchen remodel, which may not mean anything to you, but it's just not what they cost anymore.
Yep.
And I remember them writing us a check and just being like, oh my gosh, what do I do with
I think we
this?
closed the store.
I literally carried that
Katie
check
to the
and
bank.
drove to the bank and put that check in. I just remember being like,
I can't lose it.
what even is going on? This is the most obscene amount of money, just really crazy. And
Yeah, we get to do crazy, amazing projects.
Yeah.
We do like 100 projects a year.
Yeah.
And it gets bigger and bigger every year.
last year we just finished our biggest project to date, absolutely huge. And that kind of leads us into very truly our biggest project ever. Very exciting news.
We can't tell you more than that.
I know.
But we do want you to follow along.
Yeah.
So hit subscribe, turn on your notifications so that when we post the next video,
it's a big deal.
hint, hint, you'll be like the first to find out.
Yeah.
As you follow along, we're going to be taking you through kind of the progress of this huge, big, exciting news.
Well, I think more than even progress, I really think you're going to go through like the kind, I mean, everything, like as far as like.
I can't tell you more.
Oh, okay. Sorry, there's so much.
But we are going to invite you to pray along with us. We're going to be giving you prayer points kind of per video as we follow along so that we can participate together in where we're headed. So we hope you join us in that.
I think number one prayer point that we need is clear minds and creativity right now. As we're creating, we need that.
Yep.
Clarity and creativity.
Yeah.
No spoilers.
Then we need certain barricades to get out of the way.
Yep.
So that we can keep moving forward.
Well, even when you said barricades, I was also like realistically, we really need spiritual protection. So like, let's all join together.
Yeah.
So for real, you're gonna wanna subscribe to the YouTube channel. Be sure and change it where you get the notification when we post the video. And then, huge deal, if you subscribe to our newsletter, you can find that by going to our website. There will be a pop-up that says, do you wanna subscribe? If you subscribe to the newsletter, you get first access to this very big announcement.
Big news is coming to email subscribers first, so
yes,
that's all we can say.
So you're definitely going to want to do that. Of course, follow us on Instagram, TikTok, all of the fun things, because we're just always having fun on those.
And going viral.
Okay, so we'll see you on the next video, which is the video where we make the announcement. So you're going to want to be there.
See you there.